All right, guys. Joe McDonough here with CageSidePress.com. I'm joined by the number eight ranked in Bellator, light heavyweight in Bellator, Christian Edwards. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good. How you doing?
I'm good. I appreciate the time. I mean, talk to me about this win. I mean, a huge win. Late replacement. We'll get into that in a minute. Talk to me about the emotions after this one.
There was a lot of emotions going into this one, just because, obviously it was a last minute change of opponent, and a very tough, a game opponent. He was, like 7-1, and he, most of his wins were by finish, like knockout or TKO. So it was definitely a lot of emotions going into this one. Plus, obviously I lost my great grandmother on Wednesday, while I was still like cutting weight and everything. So it was, it was a lot of emotion going into this one. But I can't, I can't let anything stop me from, completing my goals and getting the job done. I have to go in there and this is my job and perform. Because at the end of the day, like stuff happens. Stuff in life happens. So I just gotta, shut all that out when the cage door closes and handle business.
And I'm super sorry to hear that, man. And, I know she's looking down proud after that one. I mean, with all of that being said, how rewarding is this? Is this the most rewarding win of your career thus far?
Yeah, for sure. Like without question. I mean, it's the biggest win I've had by far, the most skilled opponent I've ever faced. And the I think the most eye-opening fight I've had so far. To a lot of people, like, oh man, this dude is like he can hang with pretty much anybody because I know I can not just hang with those guys, I can beat anybody in the world.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I was gonna bring that up is like you said, toughest opponent to date. No offense at all to Ben Parrish, another tough opponent, but I mean when you come in with a late replacement versus a guy like this, I mean it just shows how game you are. And I mean, what's going through your head when you have to have a late replacement and you see that name and you're kind of like, what's going through your head there?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was just thinking like, it doesn't matter who it is. I know I can beat them any given day. But the only thing that was going through my head was the change of style. You know what I mean? We were preparing for, Ben Parrish is like a predominantly jiu-jitsu guy. You know what I mean? He had all of his wins by submission or something like that. And we were preparing for, a jiu-jitsu guy compared to, Simon, who, strong wrestler, like loves to, take people down from the clinch and has like heavy hands.
Heavy punching,
He's known for having heavy hands. So it was definitely, that was the only thing that was really on my mind, just the change of style. But other than that, I was like, I know that without question. I just gotta make sure my coaches are on board too, because they have more experience in this than I do. You know what I mean? Coach Joey and Coach Wink and Coach Greg have all been doing this for like years and years. Multiple years of MMA knowledge. They, I just had to make sure that they were on board too. So once they were all on board, I was like, okay, it's time to go.
And there must be and there must be an insane confidence that comes with having the names you just named in your corner. Not only in a fight but every day of practice and everything. There must be a confidence that comes with that.
Yeah, for sure. Because those guys believe in me, and like Coach Greg tells me all the time. Like you're gonna be a world champion one day. Like I don't want to. He was devastated that he had to miss my fight this time around. Because he had personal things going on.
Yeah.
But he was devastated because he was like, man, I don't want to miss any of your fights. Like I want to be there for all of them because you're gonna be world champion one day. I know that. I want to be there. Throughout the whole like the whole journey there. Like every fight. But if those guys believe in me, you know what I mean, then I have no reason to doubt myself and my ability. You know what I mean? Like they've seen countless or just a countless number of people come through their gym, and they've trained a countless number of people. And for them to tell me, they don't just say that shit to anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
For them to just say like, yeah, you're going to be a world champion is like humbling. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, wow. they see something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely, man. And like you said, I like that you said that they don't say that to everyone. You've got to have some special talent to hear that from those guys. I mean, talk to me about jumping in the rankings, the top 10. How special does that feel?
It feels good. I don't want to lie, to be recognized. But that's not the end goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a nice gesture, but I'm going for the belt. It doesn't matter. As long as as long as I am continuously getting better and working towards a title shot, then rankings are they're nice. It's a nice gesture, but that's not the end goal.
And I love that mentality. And, everything that you've said to me here in this interview, you're already ranked number 8 in the world. You've got, Coach Wink and Coach Greg and all these people saying you're going to be a future champion, all of this stuff. You're only 22 years old. I mean, is that a kind of set in that you've done all this at only 22 and you maybe haven't even hit or come close to your prime yet?
Yeah, it's definitely, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful every day that, I got as early of a start in this as I did, and got noticed and a big opportunity as early as I did. I made my pro debut, my Bellator debut at 19. So
yeah,
it was, it's really humbling and I'm grateful that I was able to make something out of this as quickly as I did. Because I tell people all the time, I wasn't into anything else as a kid. Growing up, this is all I ever wanted to do. So to see those dreams coming to reality as quickly as they have is pretty baffling. It's mind-blowing.
And you've you spent your entire pro career here in Bellator. How much would it mean to you to see yourself climb up the rankings and one day possibly be a Bellator champion?
It would mean the world to me, man. That's right now. That's the main thing I'm aiming for. Is to be world champion one day, and finally be recognized as the best. Because I believe in my heart I am the best. And I'm still getting better, which is scary. It's scary for anybody in my division. I am the best, and I'm still getting better. And when I fight the champion, whoever that may be at the time, you'll see the best version of Christian Edwards that you've ever seen. And then even when I'm champ, I'm still going to be getting better and still adding stuff to my game. So it's just a continuous climb to, never settle, never be comfortable with where I'm at, always like aiming for better, aiming for more, trying to improve always.
And it seems like in this process, like you're very aware that you are 22 years old and you still are growing in this sport. Like you just said, whoever the champion is that day that I'm fighting for the title. I mean, how important is it to continue to grow in this sport? Obviously you're doing it on the fly in one of the best promotions in the world, ranked in the top 10, but you're still kind of, you understand that you're still growing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just right now it's like one step at a time. I have big aspirations, I don't, being the champ right now is like the number one priority, but even after that, I'm still going to be chasing like GOAT status, like greatest of all, one of the greatest of all time, like that's, I don't want to I don't ever want to settle, like I was saying, like I never want to settle and get comfortable where I'm at. I'm always wanting to get better and chase the next biggest title, like whether it's the Bellator championship, greatest of all time, one of the greatest of all time, just whatever, double champ, who knows, what I mean?
Yeah.
Still growing into my body and everything. So maybe, maybe I'll do that double champ thing, maybe.
People love a good double champ, Christian. Last one for me here, man, is, like you said, you're in that top 10. It's a fun division. I mean, what for you makes sense next? Are there any names that are super exciting or do you not even care?
Really, yeah, no, anybody can get it, man. Seriously, anybody. I don't, as long as whatever is going to get me closer to a title shot, then those guys, whoever that may be, any of those guys in the top 10, they're all on my radar. So
awesome.
Yeah, we'll wait and see what the future holds, but yeah, any of them.
Well, Christian, that's all I've got for you, man. Congratulations on the big win. I look forward to what's next.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you having me.